He's a 10, but snores like a train.
I think an ick for me is when, in general, girls, guys, whatever, when I see people wear like Yeezys with the holes.
Those are so funny because my partner.
Oh,
he wears it to work.
Cheers to good times, good vibes,
And living every hour like it's Gabby hour. Welcome back. I'm Gabby with an I.
I'm Gabby with a Y. Cheers.
Today I'm drinking water.
I have an Arizona, like Arnold Palmer, half tea, half lemonade.
Yeah, really good. So,
yeah,
what are we talking about today?
Well, if you guys have seen the trend on like TikTok, Twitter, pretty much everywhere, where it says he's a 10 but, so you list like a number of what a guy or a girl might be, and then a characteristic. So he's a 10 but he never showers. So then you say like the number that he would be to you. Them. Yeah.
Yes.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
So maybe he's a 2 after that.
Right.
So that's what basically we're going to be doing today after we do our little catch up of our week.
Yes. How's your week been?
It's good. Last time we recorded, I had got laid off at the end of May. It's now like middle of June, so I was doing a lot of like interviews, working with recruiters, which was my first time working with recruiters, and honestly, it was really annoying, but apparently it's like common in the accounting, finance, like field, also in engineering apparently.
Okay.
Which I didn't know.
Yeah.
So that was different because it's kind of going through like a middleman to get a job.
Yeah.
Which I'm normally used to applying, talking to HR, and then going into the interview of like the team that you're supposed to be on. So that was a little much, like driving. Some of my interviews were in person, so I had to like drive in the rain because it's been like monsooning here every other day.
The weather here has been so bad.
Yeah.
Literally monsooning.
Yeah.
Or a hurricane every day too.
Yeah, it's been like crazy because and then places flood so easily
now.
And a lot of my interviews were like in Miami, like 45 minutes to an hour away. So that wasn't fun, but I did accept a job offer.
Hey.
So I'm starting next month. Yeah, I'm excited to work for this company. It's like the same job I was doing before. I'm still an accountant. I feel comfortable in like the job position and title. So I'm excited, and I'm glad that I still have a couple weeks before I have to start, because we're going to New York at the end of the month.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I love starting new jobs. I mean, it's like a good of like nervous / like excited about meeting. I think more of like meeting the new people and like a new environment and everything like that. Still the same work, but...
Yeah, I will say some of the in-person jobs I had, I noticed, especially in like corporate lifestyle, there weren't a lot of women in the office, or if there were women, I noticed they were more in like receptionist roles.
True.
I didn't see a lot of women accountants or women in higher positions, which kind of threw me off because I've come from, my first boss was a woman, and she was like very high up in the company, and then other companies that I worked for, women were in like high positions of power, so I always felt very comfortable knowing that. And then to see one that kind of wasn't like that, I was like,
You feel the change.
And then the job that I did end up accepting, the 2 people that interviewed me were women, and they would be my managers, so I was more comfortable with that. Since it makes me feel like I can grow to those higher positions, and it's not going to be an issue, or I'm not going to have those differences.
Exactly. No, it's true. But you just never know. And it's...
Yeah, because men, I feel like working for both men and women have their pros and cons. I really like having a team of like a male manager and a female manager, because obviously our brains work differently. So I like the way that you can learn from women who are in high positions of power and how they organize themselves.
True.
And how they like organize with their family, or they talk about the different things that they do as far as like time management.
Right.
So just being young and knowing like that's possible, because a lot of times corporate lifestyle, it's like, oh, you either build your career and wait till you're like 40 to have a family.
True.
So to see people do it at the same time is like, oh, it's possible. Kind of this stereotype isn't real.
Definitely.
So it's good to see that. So I'm excited because I know my managers, I'll have male managers and female managers. So
that's exciting. I hope you meet great people, because
yeah,
that's what makes it good to me. That what makes your job, like, obviously the work that you do, you like it, but if you're not surrounded by people that you like, or they're not supportive, or they're not, even if they're not even fun, like, it makes it so much worse to me.
Yeah.
It's very important.
I mean, it's mostly remote. It's like hybrid. Yeah. I might have to road trip a little bit. I might not.
But whenever you do go in the office, you don't want to be going to somewhere where it's like dry and like,
exactly.
Exactly. Well, how's your exciting week? My week has been good. It's officially summer break, which I'm excited about, but also I have found myself kind of like, I feel like in a limbo in a weird way, because I don't have anything to do. But I do have things to do, so it's like, like I said this before, where it's like, I know I have so much time, so I'm not like doing things in a rush or like really getting things done, because I'd be like, oh, I have like next week, or whatever it is. But I am trying to enjoy the freedom a little bit. I am going to start doing some tutoring in July, so I'm trying to, just take advantage of this. I've been going to work out. I've been really trying to, like, in a way, kind of, I wouldn't say ground myself, but I was, like, eating out all the time. I spent some time here, spent some time with my boyfriend. I was just, like, it was just always on the go, and then going to work, and then, like always like half asleep, not really like fully functioning. That's what I feel like I was at that point. Like, I'm trying to like get myself back to like cooking all my meals, eating wholefully, going back to working out. Like, I don't know, that's me grounding myself, having time to like, I would have loved to be outside this last week, but it's been raining so bad. But I do have the time to do that and like get into activities or whatever it is. But so I've just been really focusing on that. I feel a lot better this week. I think last week, or the week whenever we filmed, I was like saying that I was a little bit down a little bit, and I know why. But this week I feel better, so that's a good thing. I would say this week and the week before I've been feeling a little bit better, so that's good. And yeah, I don't know, I just been taking things easy, going with the flow. We're going to New York next week, so that should be super fun. We're going to my cousin's birthday party, which he's throwing it's going to be on a boat, so it should be fun during the nighttime. A little view of the city.
I'm a little, like, now we have, like, well, it's next week, basically, that we leave.
Yeah.
And I haven't found my dress yet.
Oh, you don't have she doesn't have an outfit. No. Actually, I have a little bit of dilemma, too, but you don't have an outfit at all.
No, because every time I'm looking at a dress, I'm like, oh, this is cute, but, like, I don't know how it would make me feel. Yeah. Like, it doesn't feel right for the, like, boat party. Right. Because we're probably going out afterwards, so you have to think of an outfit that's good for the boat party, but also walking around in New York. I know, that's the hardest part ever. Because it's like you're doing kind of like two different occasions, because you want to be in like the full like boat attire, like live that up. And I don't know, when I think of that, I think of like nice like summery outfit, maybe a little wedge, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But you can't do that in New York because you're walking everywhere if we're going out after. Exactly. And you don't want to wear like a summer flowy dress at a club. And then go out to a nightclub.
Exactly. So it doesn't match, really.
That's my dilemma. Yeah. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I have this outfit, but it's way too long and I need to wear it with heels. But I don't want to wear heels because, again, we're probably going to be walking everywhere. So I'm like, if I cut it, I just feel like it won't. I want to try cutting it myself because it looks like I can cut it.
Yourself? I thought you were going to get it done.
No, because I was looking at the material and it just looks like a straight cut. I'm like, I feel like I can do that. I just need to get like fabric scissors, you know? But it's just like, if I wear it with flats, I mean like sandals or like maybe even sneakers, I just feel like it doesn't go. It just looks so good with like heels. Whatever.
I think we should figure out who's driving there and if we can leave backup shoes in the car.
I know.
Once we know that, I feel like we'd be fine.
Exactly, because that's the issue. It's like, honestly, this is again a reason why sometimes being a girl is so annoying, because it's like you have to think so much into your outfit. Is not like just I mean, if you want to look good, I guess, because if I didn't care, I would just throw on like shorts and a shirt and pants and shoes. But I want to look good. I want to get good pictures, blah, blah, blah. And so, I don't know. It's kind of annoying. The funniest thing happened to me yesterday, actually. I was cracking up. I was taking, this is so random, but I was just like thinking about it. I was taking a shower, right, at my boyfriend's house. And I come out and I lean on the towel rack and the whole thing came off, like completely ripped off. And I was like,
you have the worst luck with that because you made this whole shower rack come down too.
Oh, that's happened to me once. I don't know why. But you're like aggressive with it. Yeah. And then so like I like come out of the bathroom and I'm like,
you're just holding it?
I didn't know. I wasn't holding it. But I was like, I didn't know if I should come out like, or I just came out and I was just like, something happened. Mm-hmm. He's like, what? And I'm like, the towel rack came off entirely. And thankfully he's whatever. He's just like, it's fine. It's, like, I'll just fix it tomorrow. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I'm like, sorry. But I'm like, of course, like me getting out of the shower, like that happens at somebody else's house. Like I always feel bad when it's at somebody else's house.
Yeah, it's so awkward.
Yeah, it's awkward. But he doesn't care. But But that's pretty much it for me. I can't. It's been my week. I'm excited to get some things going. You know, next week is a little bit busy. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. Now we can start the episode.
So besides the game, we could talk about icks, which is another kind of trending.
Yeah, it goes along with each
word, whatever.
Ick. That kind of
Yeah, I wanted to make a video with Angelo of us saying like our icks about each other, and he was like, no, because if we had icks about each other, we wouldn't be together. And I'm like, it's not that serious. Like, calm down. It's just like, it's not like a real
That reminds me, I was on, I forgot, Instagram or TikTok, because nowadays, you know, both of the videos are on both ends, but I don't even know what that makes sense. But there was one where a girl was like, I found out what my boyfriend's ick is, and it's him riding a horse. And I don't know if you've seen that one, but that cracked me up because he was like half, like he wasn't sitting on the horse all the way. He was like kind of like hovering over it. Yeah. And like going, like it just looks so funny. And I'm like, that'd be an ick for me. And that's like one that it's like something light because you haven't seen him even do that, but it's like
I've seen the ones where they're like, oh, the way he like uses a napkin when we go to a restaurant. So like small. That. Or like, oh, his butt crack's always out. Or like, not something that you would actually break up over. No. Like, obviously, you're not talking about it like that.
This is not a
Yeah. Yeah, so I wanted to do like a lighthearted one. And he was like, no. And I was like, come on, I'm sure you have 20 million icks about me at this point. Like, 4 years in, what do you mean?
Exactly.
He didn't want to do it, so lame.
Well, whatever.
So we'll do it now.
Yeah, we'll just in general and maybe throw in a little shade to her. I'm just kidding. But right when I thought of that whole thing, I thought of an ick that I had one time when I was on a date. It was a first date. This is years ago with a random guy. Not my boyfriend, just saying. But we were on our first date and I don't know, it was fine. Like, he came to pick me up, and then we went to go, like, grab some ice cream or something. And then, out of nowhere, like, he was, like, talking, and he had, like, an accent. And that was just, like, the biggest ick for me. Like, I guess I was talking to him in the car the whole way right there. And then, like, out of nowhere while we were walking, he was just saying something. And it just was, like, it was like an ick for me the way his accent came out. No offense to accents at all. Like,
yeah,
my boyfriend has an accent, but his accent just threw me off. Maybe it was just like him. I wasn't feeling.
Or that it like came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere, or like I just noticed it, and like coming out of it. I don't know. It was just an ick for me. Like for that person, I was like, nah. I couldn't after that.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, certain accents for me would be an ick from, like, some are just very, like, abrasive and strong. And, like, sometimes when certain accents or people say things certain ways, it just comes off very aggressive. And you're like...
exactly.
I feel like that would be an ick for me because it would throw me off.
Yeah.
But, like, Australian accents, I'm all for.
I honestly,
I'm with
like,
it.
I love accents.
Yeah, me too.
But I think it's just depending on either, like... I don't know, like, if you actually, like the person or not.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's where it threw me off because, I don't know, I just like, hit me like, ew, I don't like him.
He was just an ick.
Yeah.
In general.
Just, like, but that's what triggered it. I don't know, the accent that came out of his mouth.
That's funny.
But, yeah, that's, like, one, like, random one that I personally experienced.
I mean, when guys come up to me, normally, if they ask me... For, like, my Instagram, I feel safer because my Instagram's on private and, like, I'll just delete your request later. But if you come up to me and you're like, oh, give me your number, give me your Snapchat, give me this, give me that. It's like, yeah. Or if it's Snapchat, I'm like, you're so unserious.
Yeah. Like, no. Bye.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Let me see. A random ick that I have. Oh, I guess, like, guys, like, not doing really, like, manly things.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know yet. I'm just kidding, I do. Like, I don't know, like, for example, this is one that just, like, comes to my head. Like, if they're, like, super... That's funny because my brother's like this. But this is it's not that it's not a manly thing. But it's just like, to me, like, compared to me, you shouldn't be, like, pickier than I am. Like, if you're really picky with, like, foods or something like that, I'm like, ew, like, I can't.
That's
because
funny.
That's like,
you called them out, I didn't.
Yeah. And he's gotten better. But
yeah,
if you're, like, a grown man, like, at this age, like, damn. You're being like, ew, like, no, I can't. Like, I do that, and it's, like, fine for me, but you can't do that.
Yeah.
So that's, like...
That's an ick for me, too.
Yeah, it's like why are you being a pussy, basically?
Yeah.
Like,
no, but he has gotten better.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Exactly.
In the beginning, I was like, what do you mean? Like, literally, we would eat sushi, and he would eat chicken tempura, and, like... wouldn't try shrimp, wouldn't try this or that. Like, he would tell me he didn't like things, and I would be like, oh, like, have you tried it? Yeah. And he would say no, and I feel like that's the biggest ick for me, because like, why you don't know.
Why are you getting all grossed out for...
Yeah, you don't even know. You didn't try it. Like, if you tried it and you had an issue with it, fine. Like, he doesn't like mushrooms because he threw up one time after eating mushrooms. Okay, I can accept that. Exactly. Cool. You tried them, didn't like them. But
like, being like
anything
that
else,
picky, and I get it because you guys also started dating when you were young.
Yeah.
But like now, like our like your age, my age for sure. Yeah. Like, you're almost hitting 30. Just kidding, I'm not. But
yeah,
like, and you're being like picky like that. Okay, if I'm telling you, like, for example, like, my boyfriend eats whatever. He came from the countryside where they eat. They eat chicken brains. I'm just kidding, but not really. Like, he'll eat any part of the animal, like, and I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, certain parts of animals I won't eat.
I'm really big on texture, and, like, when the texture is weird, like, it just throws me off completely. But I'll try things, but I'm not, like, excited or whatever. But he'll, like, eat whatever, like nothing, and he likes to try different things, which I love that because I'm not like that. So yeah, it's, like, nice. But when a guy is, like, acting like me with that, that's an ick to me. That's funny. Yeah. Because you do that yourself and you're like, ew. I know. I just feel like using I'm a girl. Yeah. I'm, like, I'm allowed. That's funny. That's one for me.
one that keeps popping up in my head that's not an ick for me, but I heard like one of my friends say, she was like, as a man, why are you using an umbrella? Like, just run in the rain. And I'm like, no.
That is funny.
Because they don't want to get sick. Like, that's just funny to me. Yeah. She was like, if I see a man using an umbrella by himself and he's not like holding it for someone else, ew. And I was just like, what?
I'm like half on half with that because if it's like lightly rain, because okay, it rains here all the time, and a lot of people that live here, we're used to like honestly
putting on a hoodie.
Yeah, we don't use umbrellas
just unless cover your
it's
head.
Like storming. So if it's like pouring, okay, you can use an umbrella. But if it's like lightly raining or like starting to rain, like it's no need for it unless you have on a fly ass outfit like a suit where you can't really get it wet because it will mess up the look. Then that's fine. But I'm like half and half with that. But I can see why.
I mean, definitely big icks are, like, if guys talk about women a certain type of way, or, like, if they make a comment about one of your friends that's, like, weird.
Yeah.
Or even, like, guy friends that you have, if they're, like, oh, like...
Constantly, like, saying, like, weird things, like kind of sexually.
Yeah, or not...
like, flirty vibes.
Yeah, if you have, like, friends that are girls, but also, like... If they're like, oh, I bet they, like, have liked you before, like, whatever, and it's just, like, a platonic guy friend, and, like, nothing has ever happened, for, like, someone you're dating to, like, suggest that, it's just, like...
That's, like, like, why are you bringing that up type of thing? That makes sense. I agree with that.
Yeah. If they're, like, weird about, like, your friends, like, that would be an ick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or if they don't want to meet them at all for, like, no reason.
Yeah. That too.
They're just like, I don't want to meet anyone. Like, how unserious are you?
Yeah, why are you being so weird? That's weird.
I'm trying to think of, like, clothes I don't like that guys wears.
Okay.
I think an ick for me is when, in general, girls, guys, whatever, when I see people wear, like, Yeezys with the holes.
Which ones?
Or is it Yeezys or just, like, the shoes in general that look like Croc material, but they have holes?
Yeah.
Those are
so funny because my boyfriend he wears it to work.
Well,
so it's not like really like out, but like
No, because I've seen people wear them at like theme parks. Like I've been to Disney with my mom and we're like, ew, why are you wearing that? Because I don't know, maybe you're airing out your feet. But when last time I went to Disney, it poured. And there were so many areas of, like, flooding.
Yeah.
If you wear those shoes, that's it. So, like, you're done.
Yeah.
Your socks are gross. Your feet are gross. Ew.
Yeah.
So I just think living here, I don't...
Well, it's like people wearing Crocs out to me. That's why but I think it's, like, a time and place for them.
Right. Like, I wouldn't wear Crocs out to
I don't wear them
do
out, like,
everything.
to go to the bar.
Yeah. You know? I probably wouldn't even wear them out to do most errands, depending on where I'm going. If I'm going to, like, Walmart at 11 o'clock at night, then sure.
Okay, yeah.
But if I'm out and about the whole day, then I won't wear Crocs. Exactly. I don't even own a pair of Crocs.
Yeah, I do. I for the longest I didn't, but I do.
Yeah.
But I wear them, like, indoors and like, not, like...
around the house,
wear them
whatever.
Out forever, because I was, like, I refuse to be, like, wearing them everywhere. Now I'll wear them, like, randomly, like, if I go to, like Publix, I don't know, just to, like, randomly, yeah. Very random, though. Not all the time. But, yeah, that's kind of funny. Another ick would have to be...
There's no clothes that, like...
I'm trying to think of a clothing item. I don't know. Maybe, like, just, like, super skinny jeans that are ripped on a guy.
I feel like you're saying most Dominicans are, like, an ick to
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm talking about, like, the older... Yeah. I've seen a lot of older Dominican guys. Yeah. I'm allowed to say it. I'm dating one and she's one. But because we've seen them out, like, together, the older Dominican guys that wear, like, really skinny jeans that have all the... Like, why are your jeans tighter than mine?
I think that, that kind of was a trend back in the day.
Yeah.
And they're kind of maybe a little late to the game. Like, really late to the game. But it's, like, not it for me.
I would like your style to evolve.
Yes, for sure. And they're just a little bit behind, which, whatever. Yeah. I guess that's the style there now. Maybe. I don't know. But that is not my...
No, it's never... I've never seen younger ones do it. It's mostly, like, the older ones that, like, why are you even talking to me in the first place? Like, we're too young for you. Leave us alone.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I'm like, ew.
Yeah,
ick.
No. It's very, very weird. But, yeah, I guess that would have to be my, like, clothing item ick. Or, like, when it's just something, I just don't like it when something doesn't fit them the right way. Like, either, like, really baggy gym shorts. Ew,
Yeah.
no. Or if it's obviously too tight, there's something off there. Yeah. Like, I don't know, like, something just fits you right that, you know, like I
you
don't
put
like,
in effort.
Yeah, I love that. That's not the point of this. It's supposed to be icks. So, like, complete opposite of
that. Yeah. Well, we could talk about things that are attractive to us, too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would have to say that, I guess. Because other than that, like, can't really... I feel like guys have, like, for the most part, they dress regular. Like, what? You can't fuck it up in a way.
Yeah. I think guys who are, like, extremely hairy, I feel like that throws me off a little bit. Like, if you have, like, chest hair everywhere, you don't trim it. It's, like, coming out of your shirt.
Yeah, if it's
coming
like,
out
to
of your
a
back.
certain points, I don't know, because, again, like, every guy that I've been with is super hairy. Oh. And I get it because I'm super hairy, too. No. But obviously, like,
I don't mean, like, you're super hairy. But, like,
if it's, like, a way where it looks like a shirt on you, like, that hairy...
I'm talking about, like, it's coming out of your shirt. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's super, like, it's not groomed. Yeah. Like, if you groom it, cool, it's whatever. Fine. You have chest hair, be a man, cool. Yes. You know, like, Neve from Catfish? Oh, yeah. But he's, like, made it a thing that he's, like, known for being hairy, and people always talk about it. Yeah. I feel like that I wouldn't really like.
Yeah, I think he's very hairy.
And I think
I can't really remember, honestly, but I think he is very hairy. Yeah, just bring it up. Bring up the proof. Because if it's like, I definitely don't mind when my guy's hairy. But
it kind of reminds me of like...
If it looks like a shirt, because there's people that are really hairy that looks like a shirt on you when you're not wearing a shirt.
Okay, I feel like...
Like, that's a lot. That would be too much for me.
If that's coming out of your shirt, like, see, here it looks like he groomed it. Yeah. But there are times on the show where it doesn't look groomed, and it just reminds me of Simon Cowell, and I don't think he's that attractive, so that's what I associate it with. Okay. So, like, if you have your hair coming out your shirt, you're wearing a deep V-neck just to show off your chest hair, you are Simon Cowell, and it'll...
That's an ick.
Yeah. He's an ick. No, yeah, because I feel like he's gotten better as he's gotten older as far as being nice. Yeah. But he used to be very mean. Yeah. So being mean is another ick. Yeah.
Oh yeah, being like super. I hate huge ick when a guy is like super. They're basically just an asshole. Like in general, when he's out and he thinks he's the shit. Yeah. Rude to servers. Rude to anything rude or mean or like disrespectful or literally think they're the shit, so they think they could like. Even to, like, girls, like... Yeah. I don't know, like, because they don't think they're pretty enough for them for whatever reason, because of that attitude, no. Like, you could be the hottest thing ever, and no. Yeah. But that's not cute. That's a huge ick for me.
I agree.
It's so bad.
Or just being too invasive to, like, servers. Because I've worked events where people are asking me all these questions about, like, me and my life, and I'm like, why are you talking to me? Like, you're at an event right now. Like, you're at a wedding. Exactly. Like... I'm serving you. Leave me alone.
Maybe they're trying to, I don't know.
Yeah, but... Right, but I am not your entertainment. I'm just your server. I'm here to work. Leave me alone.
Like, goodbye. On to the next.
Yeah. Well, I think we can get into the game now. Yeah. If you want to pull one.
Okay. So we have this little cup here. Yeah. And we wrote down some different scenarios, I guess. They're kind of like scenarios.
Yeah. He's a 10, or he's a... Yes. Whatever, but...
Alright, the first one says, he's a 10, but snores like a train. Honestly, once I'm like, if we're not like dating or anything like that, and that's like the first, well, I'm not like that type of girl anyways, so... We're probably dating, but like if it's like early on and I am not in love with you, you're probably like a 5. But if I'm already in love with you, that's probably like a 9, an 8. Like I look past that. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, that sounds cute. Ew. Depending how bad he snores, I don't know, like really bad.
Yeah,
like
a train, like, keeps you up. A train keeps you up.
It does, I guess.
Like, when a train passes by your house.
Yeah, so if it was somebody that it's just that I feel like I'm a pretty heavy sleeper.
That's true. I'm not. So I feel like you would be like, if I like you and you were willing to work on it, you'd probably be like a 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I don't like you,
oh yeah, if I don't
4.
like you, that makes me even worse. Like, I have to be in love with you to be hearing that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. All right.
I agree. Okay. He's a 10, but he does not have good hygiene.
At all. Like, in any aspect of hygiene.
I feel like he would be like a 2.
Yeah.
Like, I won't give him a 1 because obviously physically he's attractive.
Mm-hmm.
But if he doesn't have any good hygiene and he's not willing to work on it, I'm not going anywhere near you.
Yeah. That'd be a literal, like...
Yeah, I'm not kissing you. I'm not touching you. I don't want you touching
I'm
me.
talking, like, with their nails, their hair, their bathing suit, everything hygiene.
Yeah, no, a 2. Yeah. What would it be for you?
Yeah, like a 2 or a 1.
Yeah. Because you can't be like...
That's, like, one of the first things that I noticed. I feel like as soon as I started dating somebody, like, and thankfully my boyfriend right now is super hygienic. Mm-hmm. That's the word?
Yeah.
Hygienic. So that's a good, like, very good.
Yeah.
So that would be a 2 or a 1.
I mean, I feel like Angelo and I, my boyfriend, like, we match in hygiene, which is also good. Like, we're both hygienic too, yeah. Like, if there's one night where we go out and we're both super tired and we don't feel like taking a shower, we both agree to not take a shower, and then we just change the bed sheets the next day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, things like that. But there's, like, people that literally won't shower for, like, 2 days or whatever, like, or even more. I heard. I don't know what that means. I've never seen it, but people do that. Yeah. And if you're one of those people, I'm sorry. But yeah. That's just, I shower, like, nowadays I'm gonna shower, like, 2 times a day.
Yeah, like, same. It's crazy. I shower, like, before I leave my house if I'm going anywhere, and then at night.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a pretty big one for me. Mm-hmm. All right. Next one. All right. He's a 10, but doesn't believe in celebrating holidays or special occasions.
That's like your number one thing.
I know.
She's literally a teacher.
And I do love celebrating things. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It depends. Because, honestly, my boyfriend does not care for special occasions or holidays. Mm-hmm. Well, like, let me restate that. It's not that he won't celebrate it, but he just thinks, like, why can't I celebrate something? These are his words. He'd rather celebrate something, like, for him, like, a big achievement or something, like, special or, like, something that changed his life in some sort of way. He'd rather celebrate that than, like, a holiday that everybody celebrates.
Okay, but that's weird. You could celebrate both.
Yeah, you could celebrate both. So...
Not to call him out,
I'm saying if he, like... So he is like that, but at the same time, he's not like, no, I'm not celebrating anything. Like, he'll do it. He's fine. Like, it's chill, but he's not, like, excited like I am. Like, I freaking dress up for every holiday. Mm-hmm. Not literally, like, out in the streets, but if I could, I would. Like, for work and things like that. And, like, so I love doing it. But if he was, like, a complete, like, super, like, ill, like, he will not... Mm-hmm. That will just make me sad. So that's like a 2. Yeah. That'll make me sad. Like, you're so boring.
Yeah, I would honestly probably be... I'm not as into holidays as you. And especially as I get older, I'm not. Yeah. If I have to, like, decorate and take everything down. But I love being creative. Mm-hmm. And I love, especially, like, I love Halloween. Yeah. If someone wasn't willing to, like, dress up at all for Halloween.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what's the point? Exactly. Like, there's no... It shows, like, how much effort. So I feel like...
To me, that's, like, enjoying life a little bit. Part of it. Yeah. Because there's other ways to enjoy life. But that's, like, what makes life exciting throughout the year.
I feel like, for me, it would make them, like, a 3 or 4. Yeah. Just because I'm not as, like, big on holidays. Mm-hmm. I mean, when Angela and I first started dating, we used to get into fights because... Not fights, but, like...
Just little, like, you know...
Yeah, arguments because... he would have to celebrate things on like the day of and couldn't celebrate them afterwards.
Guys are so weird with that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Like, not just him, just all guys. I find that a lot of men do that. Like, they're just very specific. You just kind of have to, you know.
But like growing up, my mom works at a hospital, so if she was working on Christmas, we would celebrate the next day, or when she got home from work, or the day before. So to me, I grew up like not having to celebrate on the day of, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And to him, he was like, no, if we don't celebrate on the day of, like, we're not celebrating. Like, that's weird. And I'm just like, you're a weirdo.
You just, like, get over it.
Literally.
I mean, I kind of get that, but I love making holidays feel like the holidays. So maybe that's why where it comes from. Maybe.
Right. As long as it feels like Christmas, even if it's the 26th.
Yeah.
If it feels like Christmas season, if it feels like Christmas and you're with your family, who cares?
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, like, driving around, like, looking at Christmas lights. I feel like we don't do that until, like, the 24th.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, that has to happen on that day or whatever else. Like, guys are so weird. But I also found out that I thought that was a cute tradition that my dad did with, like, my siblings and I. And I found out he just did that with us so that my mom and grandma could be wrapping our presents and he could have us out of the house.
Well, it kind of is like a tradition in a way.
No, but that's so fake. I was like, you guys are phony.
That is so funny. But it's kind of funny to find out when you're older.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have to pick one. He's a 10, but he's scared of animals and bugs worse than you.
That goes with the... That's so funny that you're picking the ones that I did.
Yeah.
And I'm picking the ones you did.
Yeah.
That goes with the kind I was saying with the food thing that I mentioned. I wasn't going to say that, but...
Yeah, that...
It's just when they're scared of more things than you.
I just feel like to be compatible, you have to be scared of opposite things than me. So you can handle the things I'm scared of in the house, and I can handle the things you're scared of. Because I'm terrified of lizards. And if you can't get a lizard out the house for me, like, I'm sorry. I don't think it'll work out. I don't know, like, get it out, do something. Yeah. Know where it is when I ask you. Yeah. Because, I feel like I can kill a cockroach. Like, if you're deathly afraid of cockroaches, I can kill one. Yeah. Whatever. Most spiders I can kill. Most bugs I can kill. But I don't really want to. Yeah. But also, if you're scared of all animals, I feel like you're like a 1 or a 2 for me. Because I love animals and I want to have a bunch. So...
Exactly.
You're probably a 1.
Yeah, and you see, I'm like the opposite. No, I love animals, but I'm like terrified of them, and I don't like bugs and animals. I mean, not animals. I like them, but I don't like. I'll like put myself out there with them.
Yeah, you'll still try. That's the thing.
But I'm scared.
Yeah, but women are more likely to be scared and go through it than guys are. Yeah. So you're scared, but you'll try to pet them. You'll try to be like, oh,
from
like...
a distance. Yeah. And, like, seeing them, and I, like, feel for them. But, if they were more scared than me, no. That's it.
Yeah, you're a 1.
Because that's, like, I could just, like, because the way I react when I get scared, that's what I'm picturing how a guy would react. Like, you're the same way or the worse. Like, ew. I would die. Yeah. That's so bad.
They just have a high-pitched scream like a girl.
Yeah, like, that's what I picture. Like, honestly. Okay. He's an 8, but thinks astrology is fake. If he, like, completely, like, rules it out, because I know a lot of guys think astrology is fake, or they don't really believe it. Yeah. But sometimes you find, like, the guys that, like, they don't believe it, but they'll still listen. Yeah. So, if he's someone that's, like completely, like, either gets turned off by you by talking about astrology, or, like, they just, like, completely, like, know that's such, like, turn down the idea so fast and make you kind of feel, like, stupid about it, that would be, like, an 8 to, like, a...
An 8? He already is an 8.
No, an 8 to a... like, a 6 or a 5. Because astrology is not, like, my life. Right. It's not such a huge thing, but still, like, don't make me feel stupid about it. Right. That's the thing. Accept it a little bit. Yeah. I agree. Or just let me talk.
Yeah. I agree. I think it would make him, like, a 6. Yeah. Because I don't care, like, he could not believe in something, or he could believe in something I don't believe in.
Exactly, yeah.
And I would still let him talk about it.
Yeah, and I still, like, maybe
like
try to, like, see the vision.
Yeah. If they bring up a video game that I
Yeah.
have no interest in, I'm not like, shut up, don't talk.
Exactly. But there's people like that, so.
Yeah. He's a 10, but he spilled beer on your friend at a Halloween party and he's not sorry. I thought this would be funny because we had a Halloween party.
Yeah, we did.
But I don't think anyone spilled anything on anyone. Or if we did, I know we spilled stuff, just not on anyone.
Yeah. Wait, aren't you supposed to answer that first? You read it.
Oh.
He's a 10?
But he spilled beer on your friend and he's not sorry. I feel like that's rude.
Yeah,
I feel like that would make you a 5 or a 4.
Yeah.
Because that is your friend and you're just being rude for no reason. Like, why can't you just say sorry?
Like, what are the circumstances? Like, why is it that big of a deal?
Yeah.
For him to say sorry.
Yeah.
For him not to say sorry. Whatever it is. Yeah, I think like he's a 10. I think like a, like a 5.
Yeah, because
it could be just like one incident, unless it's like, I'm trying to think of a way where it was like, really, like,
I think if
it was like a drop and the girl's
Yeah.
being dramatic and she just doesn't like him and just making a big deal.
But even if I spilled a drop of something on someone, I would say sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like if you spill anything on anyone, you apologize.
Or if you didn't spill it on her. I don't like the answer.
That's not what it said.
No, but if he didn't, let's say if he didn't, and
she's changing the whole thing.
He didn't, and the friend thinks that he did, and you didn't see it, but your friend is like, "Oh, he's such a dick," like you, or whatever, like going off, and then he's like, "But I didn't."
That's a whole different scenario. That wouldn't make him anything else. He would still be a 10.
But you believe your friend, and you thinking that he's not saying sorry.
I don't know. I feel like that would be easy to rule out because there's other people at the party. So if your friend was belligerent, drunk, like doesn't know what actually happened, you could just talk to somebody else.
True. Yeah, I would say like a 5.
Yeah, I would say a 5. Because if you spill anything, if you accidentally step on someone, you just say sorry. Like, I feel like saying sorry is a reflex.
Yeah.
So if you don't and you're like choosing not to say sorry, that's rude.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. For sure. So it'll be the last round. Okay. He's a 4, but has a radiant smile. We'll go up to like a 6. I'll give you 2 points.
I agree. Like a 6 or a 7.
His smiles are very
captivating.
Yes, that's the word. Yes, very much captivating, and it can make you feel better. So.
Yeah, because sometimes certain facial features on people, like that's all you see. So if you don't see like anything else,
and if he has a great personality, honestly, I'm at a point where you don't have to be the best looking at all. Mm-hmm. But if you have like a great personality and like whatever, like that makes, make you so much better.
But I also think looks change. Like you could have a glow up.
Exactly. It's just how you present yourself.
He's a 2, but offers to pay for everything, including all of your maintenance. I feel like that kind of brings him up to like an 8.
Yeah.
Because that just says about like his looks, but his personality is he wants to take care of you.
Yeah.
So I feel like that brings you up to like an 8 or 9.
Yeah. I agree.
That doesn't mean that you're... Thing. Yeah, because he wants to help you take care of, like, what makes you feel good.
Exactly. And it's just a really nice offer, and I feel like it says a lot.
About the person.
Yeah, about the person. Unless, here's me thinking about a whole nother scenario. Unless it's just starting to control you.
Yeah.
No.
No, unless it's like I'm paying for this, but you have to do X, Y, and Z. No.
Yeah, no.
No ultimatums,
if he throws it in your face and shit, like, no, thank you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Then you could say it too.
I was doing it before you came, so. Anyways.
Yeah.
And no, if it was nice, like, came out of this heart. And
yeah, if it was because he wanted to take care of you, he wanted to take something
good.
off your plate, do things that like make you feel nice, then
yeah, definitely like an 8 or a 9.
I agree.
Because that says a lot about his personality. Yep.
All right.
So yeah, that was our little game.
Our icks, things that we find attractive, don't find attractive.
It's definitely funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking about all the icks. But our boyfriends don't have icks, so just kidding.
Our boyfriends don't think anything about us is an ick. We're perfect. So yeah.
It is what it is. But
just the way you put hangers on the inside.
That's an ick to mine.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if it's like an ick. I sit weird all the time. I feel like that's what he's always like, you're so weird. Like, what are you doing? Or like I stretch and I'll put my leg behind like my other leg.
Yeah.
For like a long time. Maybe that.
Yeah, maybe because it's like weird positions, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of. I don't have an ick, so I'm just kidding. Probably that let me not be so dramatic. I'm a little disorganized. That could be a little ick for me, I guess.
Probably my car would be.
Yeah, mine
Angela
too.
wouldn't like. He's like, oh. But they could offer to clean it. No, I'm just. I mean, they're in the car all the time.
Yeah,
Angela drives. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm saying they can clean it. I'm not saying to clean up after my mess.
No.
I'm saying like you use the car with me, help me vacuum after the beach.
Yeah, it's a lot. Or another egg of mine, maybe this is so random, but I eat like my eggs with ketchup. I like ketchup on a lot of things. A lot of people thought that was weird. I don't even think that was weird.
I don't think I've had eggs with ketchup. I've had like hash browns with ketchup.
Yeah, like with my potato, my eggs.
I don't
think
it's
an egg sandwich. I like to put in ketchup in there. Like dip it in ketchup.
I mean, Angela thinks it's weird that I eat rice with butter sometimes.
That's not that, well, depending, I don't know. That's not that weird to me because some people like season their rice with butter.
Well, that's not seasoning it. I just sometimes want butter
I know.
in my rice.
That's not seasoning to me, but
yeah.
To certain people.
No, sometimes I add like pepper, butter. Mm-hmm. If it's white rice, sometimes it's too plain and I just want something else.
That's interesting. That's not, I mean, it's like, I wouldn't really do it, but it's like not that weird to me at the same time.
Or that I eat raw vegetables all the time, like potatoes with salt.
That's very random.
I don't know. That's a Canadian thing.
Yeah, maybe.
My grandma made it for me.
That's hilarious.
Enjoy that little roast session of ourselves.
Yeah. Just try. You're lucky you heard that.
Yeah. Well, we hope you have a good week. Make sure you follow our Instagram, our TikTok, our YouTube. Make sure you're commenting things you want us to talk about. Maybe some of your icks, if we can bring them up. Because eventually, when we start having guests and family over, we'll probably have a lot more icks to talk about with them.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to see what other people think, too.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram at GabbyHourPod, GABYHOURPOD. And
follow our TikTok. It's at GabbyHour, GABYHOUR. Bye. Have a great week.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.